Hi guys, welcome to the Runderwear third Pilates session. My name is Kate Cadbury. I'm a chartered physiotherapist and Pilates instructor based in Poole. If you haven't done any Pilates before, check out our first video which covers the basic principles behind Pilates. Session number 2 was focusing on the glutes, and this third session is going to be focusing a little bit more on the abdominal area. Please just work at your own level. Please don't push into any pain or discomfort, and if you've got any questions, pop them in the comments box below and we will get back to you. So we're going to warm up in standing to start with. You need a mat if you've got one, and just a small hand towel just to support your head. And we're going to stand with our feet hip distance apart. So if you can just find that by popping the heel in the arch of one foot and twisting the foot around, and then you're just going to gently rock forwards and backwards onto your toes and your heels. So while you're doing that, just think about relaxing through the upper body. So just slide the shoulder blades down your back towards your hips and feeling nice and lengthened at the back of the neck for me. Okay, when you're ready, just settle in the centre of your feet to make sure you've got equal pressure through both of your feet, and we want to distribute our weight between the base of the big toe, the little toe and the heels. We're going to gently lift up through the arches of the feet just to get the foot muscles nice and active, and then keeping your knees just softly bent for me, we're going to pop our hands on our hips and you're going to tilt your pelvis forward. So stick your bottoms out here and then tilt your pelvis backwards, tuck your bottom underneath you. So show you side on, so tilting forward, stick your bottom out, and then tucking underneath you. Just do that a few times, just getting that good spinal mobility. And then when you're ready, you're going to rest halfway between those two positions. So that's our neutral pelvic position, where we're feeling like we're tucking the tailbone just slightly underneath us. Start to feel a little bit of activation through those bottom muscles and also through your tummy muscles as well. Just think about just relaxing the ribs down into the tummy and keep that nice relaxed position with your upper body. So we're going to take a big breath in. As we breathe out, reach up with the right hand up to the ceiling and stretch over to the left. Take a big breath in there to feel that nice stretch, and breathe out and release and change. We're going to stretch over, taking a nice deep breath in and breathe out and release. Changing again, just swapping sides, going a little bit further this time if you can. Big breath in when you're around there and breathe out and release. And then last one, stretching over, taking a nice deep breath in and breathe out and release. Good, just bringing the arms in front of you, just make a light fist with your hands. You're going to rotate round to the left, come back to the centre and swap sides. So what I want you to think about is keeping the hips pointing forwards at me, getting that good rotation through your mid-back. Excellent. Well done. Just one more in each direction. Good, and then from there release the arms down by your sides, come up onto your toes, reaching the arms up to the ceiling. Excellent. Thinking about equal pressure through both of the feet. Start warming up through those calf muscles. Remember, they're really important for us as runners for absorbing the shock and pushing us up onto our toes. Excellent. Keep it going. And we're going to go a little bit quicker now. Excellent. Keep it here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. From here, we're going to come and stand on our left leg, and we're going to have a good knee bend on the left side, keeping that foot nice and relaxed on the mat. You're going to take the right knee and the left hand, meet in the centre, and then stretch away. Excellent. Well done. So thinking about keeping that good stability through that left side. Remember, in our last session, we were talking about that single leg stability and how it's so important for us as runners. Excellent. Okay, keep it going. We're going to go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to do the same thing. So we're going to meet in the middle. This time you're going to go backwards with the leg and forwards with the arm. Excellent. So you can tap your toe down behind you if you want to, or try and keep that leg lifted. Excellent. I'm just going to show you side on. So you want to make sure this is coming from the hip, so you're getting that good squeeze into those bottom muscles. Well done. So we're going to stay here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and stay lifted on your last one here. So staying lifted here, and then bringing that right arm forwards. You're going to transfer your weight forwards over that front leg, okay? Trying to take that back leg so that it's in line with your body. Excellent. So good balance challenge here. Also, you should feel it through the front leg, in through the back of the leg there, so through the hamstring muscles. Keep drawing in through those tummy muscles. Excellent. Staying here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Good, just give those legs a little walk out. We're going to swap sides. So onto your right leg now, having that good knee bend and keep that foot nice and relaxed. Meeting in the middle with the left knee and right hand, and then stretching out to the side with the leg and the arm. Excellent, so good squeeze into those bottom muscles now on that left side as you're taking the leg out to the side, thinking about that good stability through that right leg. Excellent, keep it going. We're going to go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, meeting in the middle again, this time going backwards with the left leg, forwards with the right arm. Good, squeeze into those bottom muscles. Excellent. Okay, so I'm going to show you side on, so making sure this is just coming from the hip, the low back and the pelvis stay nice and neutral. We're squeezing through those bottom muscles as we take the leg back. Okay, last 5, 4, 3, 2, and stay lifted on your last one, okay? And then bring that left arm forwards, transfer your weight forwards over that front leg, taking that left leg back behind you, trying to get that leg in line with the body if you can, drawing in through those tummy muscles. Keep a good knee bend through the right leg so you're feeling it through the hamstrings, the muscles at the back of the leg on that right side. Excellent, hold it here guys, keep it going. We're going to go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Good, just walking those legs and arms out, and then when you're ready, we're going to come into our roll down. So we're going to come and stand at the end of our mats with our feet underneath our hips. We're going to take a big breath in as you breathe out. Come up onto your toes and reach the arms up to the ceiling. Taking a big breath in as you reach away, and then as you breathe out, lower the heels and the arms, tuck the chin down first. Think about releasing through the spine, just one level at a time. Keep drawing in through the tummy, so you're keeping that good control. Keeping the knees nice and soft, just go to where you feel able to and take a big breath in when you get to that point. And then as you breathe out, tuck the tailbone underneath you. Just slowly put the weight back through the spine, just one vertebrae at a time. And then the last thing to come up is your head and neck. Okay, so when you're ready, you're going to go again. So up onto your toes, reach up and away and take a big breath in as you reach away. As you breathe out, lower the heels and the arms, tuck the chin down. Keep those knees nice and soft. Think about releasing one vertebrae at a time. Go to where you feel able to, take a big breath in when you get there. And then as you breathe out, we're going to bend our knees and we're going to come down onto our mats. And we're going to start off with a plank just to get those tummy muscles warmed up in this position. So with your plank, just getting yourselves nice and neutral first of all. So feet in line with your knees, your hips and your shoulders, heads going down through the centre. Just do a little tuck under with the tailbone, okay? So tucking that tailbone underneath you slightly. Slide the shoulder blades down your back towards your hips and keep the back of the neck nice and long, okay? So we're staying looking down at our hands in front of us. So firstly with the plank, it's about building up endurance and building up that strength. So you can start off with level 1, lifting the front of the thighs and the pelvis up off the mat, and you can stick with that level, or if you feel happy, coming up onto your toes and coming into your full plank position. Okay, so picking your level, either level 1, front of the thighs and pelvis lifted, or coming up onto your toes. Okay, so we're going to hold here just in this static position first of all, thinking about your nice alignment here, so the bottom stays in line with the spine, the back of the neck stays nice and long. So the temptation is for the head to fall down, but we want to use those postural muscles around the neck and the shoulders to keep that good position. Think about drawing in through the tummy, and remember you should never feel this in your spine. It should always be through the tummy area, and if you do feel it in your spine, just give yourself a little break, okay? So just lower down, and then just reset and start again. Excellent, keep going. Well done, keep drawing that tummy muscle away. So from here, you can stick with this, or if you want to, you're going to add a little rock forwards, okay? So rocking forwards and backwards through the toes, which you can do on your knees as well, but just keep that just a nice small movement so you keep that good spinal position. Excellent. So we're going to stick with this for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Stay in your nice static position, and then you're going to tap the right leg out to the side, back to the centre, and the left leg. Excellent. So little taps. Well done. And again, you can do this with your knees, on your knees, just tapping out to the side. Keep that good head position, keep those shoulders sliding down, give yourself a break at any point if you need to. Excellent, we're going to stick with this for another 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. From there, coming up onto your hands, okay? So into a straight arm plank, slide the shoulder blades down, back of the neck nice and long, draw that tummy muscle up and away. Excellent, keep it going. Keeping those elbows nice and softly bent for me. Okay, staying here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back down onto your elbows and all down onto your knees, okay? So we're going to come down onto our knees as well. We're going to now draw up with the knees and down with the elbows. So as if you're trying to just shorten in the middle or pull the mat down with the elbows and up with the knees, but you're not managing to achieve it, so it's a nice static contraction of the muscles. Excellent. So draw up with the knees, down with the elbows. As hard as you can now, guys. Keep it going. Well done. Excellent. Really feeling it through those tummy muscles. Keep the tailbone tucked underneath you here. Try and draw those knees up and draw down with those elbows. Feeling it through those abs. Stay here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then into your static plank position, either staying on your knees or coming up onto your toes. We're nearly done, guys. Keep it going. We're just going to hold here for another 10 seconds, and then you're done. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release and lower down from there. Excellent. We're just going to go into a little Cobra Stretch just to give a stretch off through our spine. So just pop your hands underneath your shoulders. Imagine you've got a little marble in front of your nose and you're going to roll the marble forwards with your nose, slowly come up onto your forearms. So you can stick with that, or if you feel comfortable, just fully extend the arms and just take a nice deep breath in, taking that breath down to the tummy. Excellent. And then from there, just slowly bend the arms, lower the forearms down. And then lastly, just roll that little marble back underneath the nose. Excellent, well done, guys. So from there, we're going to come onto our back. So if you can roll over from there, and we're going to find our nice neutral position in lying. So just make sure your head's supported on your little towel there, or a pillow if you're using one of those. We're going to think about having our feet so they are hip distance apart, okay? So they're in line with your knees, your hips and your shoulders. Your head's going down through the centre. We're going to rock our pelvis forwards and backwards. So push the small of your back into the mat and then arch your back and then just rest halfway between those two positions. So you want to just check you've got a little gap in between the low back and the mat, and that gap needs to stay exactly the same through the exercises. Think about just relaxing the ribs down in towards the tummy, nice and relaxed through the shoulders. So just slide the shoulder blades down your back towards your hips. And then lastly, just a little chin tuck down towards your chest to lengthen at the back of the neck. Okay, so we're going to start off with scissors. We're going to bring our right leg into our single tabletop, just making sure the knee stays in line with the hip and the shin stays parallel to the ceiling. You can stick with single tabletop, or if you feel happy, if you drop the ribs down into the tummy a little bit more, tense those tummy muscles that little bit extra and slowly bring your left leg up to come into your double tabletop position. So from here, we're going to take a breath in. As we breathe out, we're going to slowly dip the right toes down to the mat. Breathe in, bring them back up again. And double tabletop is you're going to swap sides. If you've only got your right leg lifted, if you can just stick with your right leg dipping down and back up again. Okay, so just taking your little fingertips, if you want to, just pop them in that lower tummy muscle area, feeling those tummy muscles contracting, keeping that good control, so that gap in between the low back and the mat stays exactly the same here. Excellent. If you can, think about your breathing. Breathing out to dip down, breathing in to come back up again. Well done. So you can stick with this. If you don't get any neck discomfort and you feel happy, interlace your hands, just pop them lightly at the back of your head, and you're just going to gently lift the back of the head and shoulders up off the mat here. When you're doing this, just make sure you've got a good gap in between your chin and your chest, okay? So the rib cage is folding down towards your belly button area, just getting those upper abdominal muscles working that little bit more now. Excellent. Well done. Keep it going. So if you're in single tabletop, if you can swap sides for me. So if you can come onto your left side, and double tabletop is keep going with this level. If you want to make it a little bit harder, you can do a straight leg scissor. So you're going to straighten one leg away, raise that up to the ceiling, straighten the other leg down towards the lower part of the wall, and then swap your legs. Okay, so doing it with straight legs. If you're doing it with straight legs and you haven't got your head lifted, just have a little knee bend, okay? So just to offload through the spine. So just go with what you feel comfortable. You can stick with one of those first levels of exercises, but starting to feel those tummy muscles now. Excellent. Keep it going. And we're going to go for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. If you're in double tabletop, lower the head down and lower one leg down at a time and rest back onto the mat from there. Excellent. Well done. So from there we're going to go into one leg stretch. Just make sure you've still got that little gap in between the low waist and the mat. So picking your level, either coming into single tabletop with your right leg, or if you feel happy, tense the tummy muscles, glide the rib cage down towards the belly button and slowly bring your left leg up to come into your double tabletop position. So from here we're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, stretch the right leg away, and then breathe in, bring it back in again. Swap sides if you're in double tabletop, otherwise just focusing on your right leg, stretching away and back in. Okay, so thinking about those tummy muscles doing the work here. Excellent, keeping that good control. Breathing out to go out, breathing in to come back in again. Well done. And then if you feel happy, you can interlace your hands, pop them lightly at the back of the head, and gently lift the back of the head and shoulders up off the mat here. Okay, so the hands are just lightly supporting the head. The tummy muscles are doing the work here. You're lowering that rib cage down towards the belly button. Excellent. Keep that good gap in between your chin and your chest. Well done. Okay, single tabletopers, if you can swap onto your left side for me now. Double tabletopers, you can stick with this level, or if you want to work a little bit harder, you can speed the movement up. So you're crossing through the movement. Excellent. Well done. Keep it going. Well done. And we're all going to keep going for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the head if it's lifted, and if you're in double tabletop, remember you always lower one leg down at a time to come back into your neutral position. Excellent. From here we're going to go into an exercise called the hip twist to try and get the obliques working a little bit more, so the muscles at the sides of the tummy. So if you can just reset your pelvis position, so rock your pelvis backwards, rock your pelvis forwards, and then rest halfway between those two positions. So you can either do this with your feet resting on the mat, and you're going to glue your feet and knees together from there, or we're going to work our way into our double tabletop position. So bringing the right leg into your single, lower the rib cage down into the tummy, tense those tummy muscles that bit more as you bring the left leg up. We're all going to take our arms nice and wide out to the side, and we're going to glue our feet and knees together. So from here, we're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, let the knees go over to the right and let your head go to the left. Breathe in to feel the stretch there. And then as you breathe out, thinking about drawing the rib cage down on that left side, tensing through the muscles at the side of the tummy to bring the legs back to the centre, and let the knees go over to the left here, let your head go to the right. Take a breath in to feel the stretch. As you breathe out, thinking about drawing down through the right side of the rib cage now, tensing the muscles at the side of the tummy on the right side to bring the legs back to the centre, and then swap sides. Let the knees go over to the right, let your head go to the left, take a big breath in. As you breathe out, draw the left side of your rib cage down towards the mat now. Tense those tummy muscles at the sides of the tummy. Bring the knees back to the centre, take the knees over to the left this time, head to the right, nice big breath in. As you breathe out, tense through those obliques on the right side to draw you back. And then heading one more in each direction, thinking about keeping the pressure through the arms really nice and light. So use the abs to create the movement. Breathing when you're there, and then breathing out, drawing back through that left side now, coming back to the centre, taking those knees all the way over to the left for the last time. Big breath in, and then breathing out, tensing through the right side now to come back to the centre. And then from there, if you've got your legs lifted, lowering one leg down at a time and come back into your neutral position. Excellent. So pop your feet back to hip distance apart, rock your pelvis forwards and backwards and rest halfway between those two positions. And then from here, we're going to go into our hundreds exercise. So we're going to bring our right leg into our single tabletop. You can stick with single, or if you feel happy, tense the tummy muscles as you lower the rib cage down into the tummy and slowly bring your left leg up to come into your double. We're going to glue our feet and knees together here. And if you're in double tabletop, we're going to lift both arms up off the mat. So just a couple of inches, if you can just lift up, and you're going to start pulsing those arms up and down. So just little pulses. Imagine you've got little puddles underneath the hands and you're creating little ripples in the water with the hands, okay? So just those little pulses. Excellent. If you can think about your breathing here, you're going to breathe in for 5 and breathe out for 5 pulses. Well done. So you're in single or double tabletop here. If you don't get any neck discomfort, you can lift the back of the head and shoulders up off the mat. But again, keep that nice big gap in between your chin and your chest. Excellent. Well done. Okay, if you're in single tabletop, if you can swap sides for me now. Double tabletop is you can stick with this level, or if you feel happy, straighten both legs away from you to come into your next level of hundreds. Excellent. Just go as you feel comfortable here. Really drawing in through those tummy muscles, keeping that good control. Keep that good gap in between your chin and your chest, and we're all going to hold here for another 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then lower the arms, lower the head if it's lifted, bend the knees in and lower one leg down at a time if you're in your double tabletop. Excellent. So we're going to finish off in this position with a double leg stretch. So just making sure you've got that little gap in between the low waist and the mat. And then from here, we're going to choose our level. So either single tabletop with your right leg. If you feel happy, drop the ribs down into the tummy and tense those tummy muscles to bring the left leg up. So I'll talk you through the different levels here. You choose the one that you feel comfortable with. So if you're in double tabletop, you can glue your feet and knees together. You can stick in that position and raise both arms up to the ceiling from there, okay? So just doing the arm movement, or if you feel happy, you're going to take the legs away as the arms go away. So breathing out to stretch away and breathing in to come back in again. Breathing out to stretch away and breathing in to come back in. Excellent. Okay, so you can do this in your single tabletop position with one leg, both arms. You can do it in your double tabletop position just with the arms moving, or you can add in the arms and the legs. So if you're doing the legs as well as the arms, just making sure that little gap in between the low waist and the mat is staying exactly the same. So it may be that you need to take the legs a little bit higher up the wall, or you may feel you can get them a little bit lower. So you get to the point where you feel those abs kicking in, but you're keeping that good spinal control. Excellent. Well done. If you're in single tabletop with your right leg, if you can swap onto your left leg for me. Double tabletop is keep going, slow it down with your breath if you can. So breathing out to go out, breathing in to come back in again. Excellent. Well done. Keep it going. And we're going to go for another 5 and 4. Last 3 and 2 and last one. Excellent. And then bringing those knees into your chest, just hug the knees up nice and tight and just gently rock from side to side and just take some deep breaths down into the tummy now. Excellent. Well done. Okay, so from here we're going to pop our feet down onto the mat. We're going to come onto our side and we're going to go into the side bend position. So just being mindful, if you do have any shoulder discomfort, I'll give you different modifications and you can choose the level that you feel comfortable with. But if you can just pop your elbow onto your towel or your pillow, whichever you're using. We're going to start off with our knees bent up and our heels in line with our bottom, and then the rest of us in a nice straight line. If you can think about tilting the top hip down towards your heels, so you're nice and lengthened and nice and neutral through the spine. So we're going to think about sinking the shoulder down on that weight-bearing arm, keeping that good stability through the shoulder. So different levels are to push through the hand to start with. So taking a breath in, as you breathe out, push through the hand to shift the hips up towards the ceiling, thinking about tensing through the sides of the tummy. and then breathe in and lower back down. Okay, so breathing out to push up through the hand, and then breathing in to lower. So you can stick with that level, or if you feel comfortable, you're going to breathe out to lift and lengthen the arm up and over the head, and then breathe in to lower. Okay, so breathing out to lift and lengthen, and breathe in to lower. Okay, so that's those levels that you can stick with. If you feel happy, you can do this with your legs straight. So having both legs out straight, you can pop the top leg down in front of the bottom leg, and then you're going to lift and lengthen from there. Okay, the most important thing is we're thinking about shifting that top hip up. We're working the muscles on the underside of the tummy. So through those oblique muscles, thinking about that good lift and lengthen. You keep that good shoulder control. Try and keep that nice alignment with the head in line with the rest of the body. Excellent. Well done. We're going to go for another 4. And 3, shifting up. Last 2. And on your last one, if you can stay lifted for me now. So staying lifted, really shifting that top hip up. And we're going to hold here for another 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. And lower back down. Excellent. Just give those shoulders a good roll around, and then when you're ready, if you can come onto your other side for me. So just propping yourself up onto your elbow, just cushioning your elbow on your towel or your pillow. Start off with your knees bent up and your heels in line with your bottom, the rest of you in that nice straight line. And then you're going to tilt the top hip down towards your heels. Sink the shoulder down so you've got that good upper body stability. So when you're ready, picking your level, you're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, push through the hand if you want to, shift the top hip up, and then breathe in and lower. Second level is to breathe out, lift and lengthen, and then breathe in and lower. And then third level is legs out straight with that top leg resting down in front of the bottom leg, and then shifting up from there, and then lowering back down. Okay, so we're thinking about those muscles on the underside of the tummy, thinking about those obliques, getting those nice and strong, get you nice and strong for the Runderwear Festival of Running, which is coming up. Hope all your training's going well, guys. Excellent, well done. So really shifting up and lengthen. Feel those obliques working for you. Keep that good shoulder control, keep that nice alignment with the head in line with the rest of the body. Excellent, keep it going for 5, and 4, last 3, and last 2. Staying lifted on your last one for me, so staying lifted here. Shift that top hip up, thinking about those obliques working for you now. We're going to hold here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release and lower back down. Excellent, give those shoulders a good roll around. And then from here, we're going to finish off with the roll up. So this is in a sitting position. So I'll talk you through the different levels again. Pick the level that you feel comfortable with. So sitting up on your sit bones, if you're not comfortable in this position, you could just prop a little book underneath your bottom just to put you in a slightly different position, so you can try that. Just watching if you do get any back discomfort, just watching your range, so you just go within the range that you feel comfortable with. Okay, so feet are going to be in line with your knees and your hips. Keep the shoulders nice and relaxed. First level is to pop the hands on the outside of the calves, and you're going to take a breath in. As we breathe out, we're going to rock back off our sit bones. Keep the hands in contact with the legs, okay? Coming into our C shape, you're going to take a big breath in. As you breathe out, slowly curling back up again. And then lastly, coming into your nice upright position. So taking a breath in. As you breathe out, rocking back, go within the range that you feel comfortable. So creating that C shape, taking a big breath in when you're there. And then breathing out, slowly bring your weight forwards, and then lastly coming into your nice upright position. Next level is arms out in front of you. So breathing out, rocking back, breathing in to hold, and then breathing out, slowly coming back up again. Excellent, so remember you go within the range that you feel comfortable. Keep those shoulders nice and relaxed. Good. Okay, so you can stick with this, or the next level is to glue the feet and knees together, rocking back, and do a little lift with your feet up off the mat when you're there. Hold for an in-breath, And then breathing out, slowly curling back up again. Excellent, so rocking back, little lift with the feet if you want to. Hold for your in-breath. And then breathing out, slowly coming back up again. Excellent. Okay, so you can stick with this level, or if you want to, we're going to add a little bit of oblique movement as well. So on your next one, if you want to, you're going to rock back with or without the feet lifting, taking the left arm out to the side, back to the centre, the right arm out to the side, back to the centre, and then curl back up. So I'll show you front on. So taking a breath in, as you breathe out, rocking back, take the left arm out to the side, back to the centre, the right arm out to the side, back to the centre, and curl back up. Okay, so as you're doing that, just follow the movement with your head and your eyes, getting that bit of rotation through the mid-body area, so you're working through the obliques, the muscles at the sides of the tummy here. Excellent. Well done. Okay, so you can stick with that, so keep doing one on each side, or if you want to on your next one, we're going to finish off with holding here. So pick the level that you feel comfortable, so if you're happy, you're going to rock back, and we're going to hold here. So keep repeating from side to side, rotating round. Excellent. Okay, let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then slowly curling up from there. Excellent, well done guys. So that was a bit of a blast off the abs, so we're just going to have a little stretch off before we finish. So first of all, if you can just come up into a high kneeling position for me, so we're going to stretch off through the hip flexor muscles. So just kneeling on your cushion if you want to, just to cushion the knee. If you can kneel on the right knee and step forwards with the left leg. So to start with, just tucking the tailbone underneath you to feel that little stretch through the front of the thigh, and that might be all you need to feel that stretch, or if you want to, take your weight forwards over your left knee and feel that good stretch in through the hip flexor, that muscle through the front of the hip. Excellent. So just take some nice deep breaths in, just really think about breathing down into the tummy now, just allow those tummy muscles to relax, as it's good to get our tummy muscles strong, but also we need to know how to relax our muscles as well. So taking that deep breath down into the tummy. Excellent. And then if you feel happy, just reach the right arm up and over and feel that good stretch down through the sides of the tummy now. Excellent. Just staying here, just reaching that hand away from you. Well done. And just take a big breath in as you stretch that little bit more. And then as you breathe out, just releasing that stretch, and then you're going to straighten the front leg. Okay, so from here, you can just pull the foot up towards you. That might be enough of a stretch for you. Or if you feel comfortable, just reach down towards that foot and just fold in the middle. So gently taking your trunk and your head down towards that left thigh, feeling that good stretch into the hamstrings. Excellent. Well done, just taking some nice deep breaths in. Well done. One more big breath in. And then as you breathe out, we're going to take that leg out to the side. So if you can take the leg out to the side, and then you can just dig the inside of the foot in. That might be enough for you to feel a stretch through the inner thigh. Or if you feel comfortable, just sit down through the heel and feel that good inner thigh stretch. So you can stay nice and upright here. Or if you feel happy, you can walk your hands forwards and gently come down towards the floor to feel that good stretch through the inner thigh area. Excellent. Again, nice deep breath in. Well done. And one more big breath in. And then as you breathe out, just releasing that stretch. We're going to swap sides, so if you can come and kneel on your left knee this time. And you're going to take the right leg, just take it in front of you, tuck the tailbone underneath you to start with to feel that stretch through the hip flexor. That might be enough for you, or if you want to, transfer your weight over your right leg so you feel that good stretch down through the front of the hip. And just relaxing into that stretch, just taking some nice deep breaths in. Excellent. And then when you're ready, if you want to, reach the left arm up and over. Feel that good stretch down through the side of the body. Taking some nice deep breaths in. Well done. Just allow that muscle to relax for you. Excellent. Just stretching that a little bit more with a nice deep breath in there. And then breathe out and release. We're going to straighten the front leg now. You can pull the foot up towards you, that might be enough for you, or if you feel comfortable, reach down towards the right foot and gently fold in the centre. So you're taking the head and the trunk down towards that right thigh. Feeling that good stretch through the hamstring muscles and just relaxing into this position. Excellent. Well done, and just take another deep breath in there for me. And then as you breathe out, if you can take that leg to the side now, and you're going to dig the inside of the foot in to feel that inner thigh stretch, that might be enough for you. Or if you feel happy, sit down through the heel. Again, you can stay upright here. Or if you want a little bit more, if you walk your hands forwards and fold in the centre to feel that good inner thigh stretch. Just allow these muscles to release off. Taking some big breaths in and long, slow breaths out. Okay, one more big breath in. And then as you breathe out, just releasing that stretch, and just take your time just to come up into standing for me. We're going to come and stand with our feet underneath our hips, just doing some nice big shoulder rolls. Excellent. And just let your shoulders settle in the centre. We're going to interlace our hands and reach the arms up to the ceiling. Push the hands away. Take a big breath in as you push those hands away. And then as you breathe out, just release the hands, bring the arms down by your sides and pop your hands behind your back. We're gently going to take our right ear to right shoulder. Really sink that left shoulder down so you feel that good stretch through the top of the shoulder and into the neck. Excellent. Take a nice deep breath in. And then breathe out and release and swap sides. So take the left shoulder to left ear. Sorry, left ear to left shoulder, that's it. Sink that right shoulder down. Feel that good stretch through the top of the shoulder and into the neck. Well done. And nice deep breath in. And then breathe out and release. Well done. Just bringing the arms by your sides. We're going to finish off with our roll down. So take a big breath in. As you breathe out, tuck the chin down and slowly curl down. So releasing just one level of the spine at a time, all the way down to where you feel able to. When you get to that point, take a nice deep breath in, and then as you breathe out, slowly tuck the tailbone underneath you, slowly put the weight back through the spine, just one vertebrae at a time. And then lastly, just coming up with your head and neck. Awesome, well done guys. So hope you enjoyed that. Good session for the abs and one that you could practice on. So please feel free just to get in touch if you have got any questions. Let me know how your training's going and how you're enjoying these sessions. And I look forward to catching up with you next time. Thanks guys.